Today I want to talk to you about how I, Heather Bloom, am making my own flagstone patio for my patio furniture. Nobody's going to believe that I did this work myself. But yesterday I went out, got my pickaxe and all the tools that I needed, and I just started making this circle where I want my furniture to be. I took a rope, put it all around the patio set, leaving enough room to pull out chairs, and then spray painted it to mark the spot where I wanted to dig, and of course made sure that it was safe to dig here, and then went down maybe about 4 inches or so, hauled a whole bunch of dirt away yesterday and filled in some bare spots in the yard, and I'm left with this. Proceeded to put some paver sand down. That's the next step, is you have to put the paver sand down and get it tamped down really well. And I'm about to go to Home Depot and get some more of it and the rest of the supplies that I need to finish this project today. It's beautiful weather. I've got bluebirds in the house over here that are dive bombing the squirrels. I'm going to document this throughout the day, and hopefully I won't screw it up. All right, I'm going to use this stuff called Easy Border Thin Line. It's made out of recycled materials. It looks like it's going to be pretty easy just to line the outside of this, because I don't want a very pronounced border around this, but I do need something to kind of keep everything from shifting. So I'm going to install that right now, see what happens. So I still had some tree roots that were right around the border that need to get out so that that border can be as flat against the edge as possible and as deep as it needs to be. So I'm going to do that, and yeah, call me crazy, but you know what they say in the South? Get her done, and that's what I'm doing. I'm getting her done. Lots of blood, sweat, and tears, but it's going to be worth it. Just have to have a vision. The reason I'm sweating here. Flagstone. A couple years ago, a really sweet lady by the name of Cynthia Holman was getting rid of some of her flagstone and doing some re-landscaping in her yard, and said my husband and I could get all of this for free as long as we came and hauled it off. Now, I don't know if you've ever priced flagstone recently, but just one chunk of this stuff is like almost $8. And I'm gonna need a lot of it for this little patio. So do the math, and you'll see that I got a pretty good deal here.
Working so hard, I got so hole in my glove.
Laying the flagstone. I've never done this before, so I'm a little bit nervous about it, but my goal would be, because a patio set's gonna sit on it and chairs are gonna go back and forth, I really wanna try to get it as flat as possible. So I'm gonna try to use the pieces that have the least amount of like raised ridges and stuff. And then I wanna set them as close together as possible. When I get them really close together, I'm going to fill in all the cracks with pea gravel, and then this thin set stuff that it's almost like a fine dust, and it acts almost like a concrete and binds everything together so that nothing washes away when it rains. So, but for now, let's get this. It's like a piece of art, you know? All these stones have different variations of color, and they're so beautiful, and I just want to pick the ones that work the best here. And I don't like that one. Give me a break, man. Okay. Guys, well, it's day 3, and yesterday it took me about 3 hours just to lay all this flagstone out. And I ended up having kind of a happy accident because I didn't have enough flagstone, and I started to see that I was going to need at least 20 more pieces to be able to lay anything out that made sense. And I ended up going to the home improvement store, spending money. Yeah, I know there are cheaper ways to do it. I get it, but I'm on a mission. Okay, I'm not to be deterred. And the reason it's a happy accident is because these pieces of flagstone are lighter in color than what I had been given. So it ends up being a lot more interesting layout and pattern. And then once I get it the way I want it, no going back, then I'll start filling in with some more paper sand and some pea gravel. And then the last step is, of course, I think they call it thin slate or something. Oh, I will get to that later. And that'll be the last thing that kind of binds everything together and keeps all the gravel in place and from shifting and going out into the grass. So, yes, I'm doing all of it, okay? It's me. Don't anybody, by the way, none of you who do this professionally, I don't want to hear from you, okay? Because this is art. There is no right or wrong way here for me. It is just, it's my yard, it's my art. All right, so the last step I just finished, it's putting this stuff called permasand, polymer jointing sand, all over to really get a nice seal and make sure these stones don't move around. I walked on them before I applied this stuff and they were all very secure already. So this is just an added precaution. But this stuff is tricky to use because it does set up rather quickly, and if you don't make sure all of it is off of the stones, it will end up getting tacky, and when it joins with the water, it'll actually just cloud up your stones. So you want to remove it, use a blower or something to get it off of your stones, but to still keep it in all those cracks and crevices. It was a little tedious, but I think the hardest part was just figuring out the pattern and laying the stones down. And that was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. But mission accomplished. I'm feeling like a rock star. I am a rock star. Yeah, I said it. It needs to cure for about 72 hours, and then it'll be ready for my patio set. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later.